Hey fam, welcome to Uriel's Lantern. What I have here is it's a back of the envelope, and it's a pathway for manifestation. All right, this is a code that we're going to use to hack the matrix. That's what this is. And the way that the matrix works, the way that we get what we want, is by broadcasting and receiving really strong, well-aligned signals. And if we don't have that, if one part of our brain is doing this and our heart is doing something else and our mind is somewhere else, it doesn't allow us to get the things that we want in life. So I have not practiced this thing perfectly, but the whole point of this exercise is to train all aspects of my body to be in alignment for the things that I'm looking to get and have in this world, and also very importantly not have in this world. So in the bottom right here, there's a couple rules. So the first main rule is that your one soul, the one culmination of you, can exist in two different spaces. So a lot of this is about releasing things that we know that no longer serve us, that we want to get rid of, and simultaneously bringing in the highest and best version of ourselves that we actually want to bring in. Now, underneath that, we also have alignment and clarity. So we have to go bring about we got to do the work, right? You got to do the work to actually bring this freaking thing in. And when that happens, just a little warning, if you start getting into alignment and your brain, your heart, your soul, your mind, all those different pieces come into place, other things are going to start falling away, and that's going to feel painful. And so if you practice this, you might get some upheaval in your life. But normally, it's kind of like your raspberry bush. You got to do some pruning before you can get the things that you want. All right, so now in the top left here, the places that we're going to do this action, we're going to do this exercise, are in the top left. It starts with our physical body, it goes into our mental body, then our emotional body, and finally, actually not finally, into the spiritual realm. And then that all culminates in action, aligned action, our choice, our purpose. We're not just doing this thing as some like esoteric experience. We're doing this thing because we're hacking the freaking matrix so that we start moving in an aligned way in our bodies, in this world. So this isn't just a exercise in just the spirit realm or something. We're literally doing this on the planet, but first we got to get aligned. Now the steps that we're going to take are in the top right. And I call this the radiant path of Uriel's lantern. Just so you know, you're Uriel's lantern, all right? Each one of you, you're going to go spread this light out. So each person is sort of like carrying their own lantern, and you're going out in the world with this. So the actual experience that we're going to do, we're going to breathe. We got this eternal spark in our heart. That's our flame. We're going to grow that. And then we're going to grow this green globe. And that represents sort of like our heart chakra and our person on the planet right now. And we're going to fill it with our regrets, our doubts, our pains, our failures, our flaws, and our sins. And then we're going to go give that to Gaia. Just like you would kind of like bury this thing in the graveyard. All the parts of us that aren't serving us, that haven't done well, we're going to give those to Gaia. And then we're going to bring about our light body. We're going to think about our avatar and who we're really trying to be. We're going to bring forth our desires, turn that into an imagination. We do a remembrance because that's the fastest way to bring that into existence. We're going to set some boundaries with that and then actively choose it. Then we're going to send that up to the monad. You might think of that as heaven or God, but we give that up to God. We plant it like a seed, and then we're going to trust that it grows. Because God's got it. God's got it at that point. So you don't have to worry about it. You can just sigh, breathe some relief into this thing, and you're going to feel some satisfaction and some gratitude. And then we're going to start acting like a gravity or a magnet for that to pull this thing in. So the thing that we're actively trying to manifest, we give it to God, and then we give it permission to kind of come to us. And as we go through that process, we're going to think about how do we want it to interact with us, and in what parts do we want it to interact? So we're going to give commands at various times. We're going to command it to bring about respect, and we're going to do it with authority, with protection, with security. you know, the service that we want to have brought to us or that we want to provide. And I haven't detailed it very well. I just put in the qualities, the roles, and the fields. But we're going to think through what kind of qualities do we want this to have? What role are we going to play? And in what fields of our life, what fields of study, what fields of science, what fields of, you know, our family, where do we want it to actually take place? And what is the purpose in doing this? And then I fleshed out some of the realms. You know, where are we doing this work? It's that primary circle of ourself, our God, and our family. It's for work, career, and calling. And maybe it's for your health, food, and sleep. That's kind of like your physical body there. Your friends, your family, a party, a celebration. Is it for learning? Is it for learning? Is it for worship? Is it for sex and attraction? Is it for your spirits, your guides, your angels, and the entities that are out there? Is it for Gaia? Or is it sort of this commercial contract world? So this whole thing put together is a roadmap. It is a roadmap for manifesting the things in your life. It comes with a warning that if you start doing this, things are going to change. It's going to be a giant pruning because you're getting everything aligned, and everything that doesn't align is going to start falling away, and you're going to say, holy shit, what's happening? Why is this all breaking? But, you know, God moves first by pruning and then putting this stuff in place. So, and there's gonna be a lag, right? Like maybe some of you will manifest this stuff instantly, but it might take you some effort. And as you do, you gotta grow into the person for the life that you want to hold. And so there's going to be some pain and some stretching and some hardship to grow the roots that are necessary to get you there. And taken together, this is the starting blueprint of how to do all this. So I'm going to turn this into a book, and it's going to be easier to try to follow. I'll fill out some of the roles and the fields and the purpose, and you know, as you go, you learn other parts where you're going to do this. But there you go. You know, this is a radiant pathway, and then what we're going to do next is we're gonna experiment with this on a hike and see how this works in practice. So thanks for checking us out. If this resonates, hit like and subscribe, and you're going to learn a whole lot about this pathway and being the Uriel's lantern. Thanks, guys.